No, but sure where my things are.
There they are.
Show me what you're getting. Ooh, let me see them. Ooh. Ooh. What are those for?
Put the big sneak on the big deer.
Why are you giving away our spot? Look at this guy.
You can cut it out.
I'm gonna have to cut that piece out. First day local hunting, really. I mean, we've checked our cameras in our various locations, but it is basically. That's true. It's basic. Yesterday night. So, anyways, we're heading out. Just a little evening scouting trip. Should be fun. Basically, we're just kind of going out trying to. It's a new spot. We haven't really hunted too much, so we're going out. Gonna set a couple trail cams and glass a little this evening. Just see what shows up, and that's it. So thought I'd bring the camera along and see what we get. Okay guys, so I was trying to find, we were trying to find the crossing spot across this fence, and we looked pretty good, and finally found a spot that's heavily being crossed. So we got the trail here, and then we were gonna set a trail cam right here, and probably come check it in like a week or half a week or something, and see what's coming through. We only really want to shoot bucks that are old. We don't, so we'll see if any come through. Typically for me in Southern California, most bucks, old ones, usually show up like mid-November. So it's coming up. Last year I actually got that really big 4x3 local buck. I got him mid-October, which is the earliest I've ever got a buck. My dad got his the very end of December, so last year was kind of weird. But this year I have a feeling November's going to be good, so we shall see. And I'm going to put this camera on and get out of here. Sure it's working. Boom. Good to go. Here we go. We're rolling. Tell me what's going on.
Well, checking out one of our hunting spots. We usually hunt turkeys here, but picking up on the amount of deer being seen here, and we're sort of patrolling the perimeter and so on. Found a good deer trail here. Put a camera on it, and we're gonna check out, walk around the perimeter and see if we can find a good spot to set cameras first, but then maybe eventually ambush a deer.
Yes. And like you said, mostly we've hunted turkeys here, but our two other deer spots, mostly just young bucks and does are showing up so far. So this year, it seems like this spot's kind of seen a uptick in deer.
We've heard of 3 forkies here for sure, but
yeah,
that's early in the season, early in the rut. So
exactly.
the big guys will show up. There's a lot of acreage around here to draw from, and not much hunting pressure.
No, yeah, it's awesome. So we'll go do some more scouting. He's got his bow. I mean, we're not really planning to get a deer today, but you never know. So we got the bow out. I think we should walk this fence too. That one over there. Yeah, and so like he said, we're just checking the perimeters, finding crossing points, and just, you know, setting cameras. So, oh yeah, check it out. This is probably from last year, but as you can see, it's a nice rub. It's pretty dry, so I think it is from last year, but I mean, that's pretty big for a deer.
Yeah, it is, but it's a buck.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's a good size. And you know what they always say is the size of the scrape typically will indicate the size of the deer, and usually deer will go after like something more like this, really small. So the fact he's raking this is probably a pretty good sized buck. So that's a good find. I think it is from last year, but like he said, there's not much hunting pressure, so that buck's probably still out here. Unless old Mr. Lion got him. So, one other thing we're doing is kind of keeping an eye at trees and seeing if any of them would work for tree stands.
Yeah. You got a bunch of good shooting lanes. They're pretty open.
Oh, this is great, yeah. And that trail comes right through here.
Up there by that mylar balloon.
Yep. Which is only from where we're standing, probably 30 yards, 40 yards at the most.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like it. Let's keep looking. So see, what I'm looking for is basically stuff like this. See, this top wire is broken. So if it's fence, rather than being this tall, it is only this tall. And that's like a premium spot for deer to cross the fence. So I'm checking here, seeing if it's a good spot to set a camera. In this case, it doesn't really look like this spot's getting hammered too much, not nearly as much as that other one. So we're still just walking the fence, checking out the property, and trying to figure out where exactly these deer are moving from and to. So I'm excited about where we set that one camera, and I think once we check it, we'll have a pretty good idea of what kind of deer are moving. So keep you guys updated. We're having fun. It's beautiful out here. Look at this terrain. And yeah, that's it. See you in the next clip. So we are out here scouting. Oh, roadblock.
You gotta do it sometimes if you do.
Well,
Roadblock.
I do try to do it during the
Hey. And it's been a really good day. We set 2 cameras, found a lot of good deer trails and activity. And while we were driving around, we saw a good, I don't know, we saw probably almost 20 deer. One mature buck, real big body, older buck, 3x2. And he was dogging a doe, and so we also saw a small buck. Yeah, I think it's been pretty good. Wouldn't you say we learned a lot today?
Learned a lot. Feel like we're set up for success here. Things are gonna happen. I hope those cameras show some nice big bucks coming in.
That's what we're hoping. We were thinking of checking the cameras like Friday or something, but because of how the activity we just viewed of the bucks chasing does around, I think we're actually going to go check it Wednesday afternoon, and possibly even set up that evening based on what we see, because you know that would mean today's Monday, we get Monday evening on camera, Tuesday morning, Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning. So you know we should have a fairly good idea of what's going on, and then possibly set up. So it's a very good day, and we're cruising home now, and we'll see what happens.